Hello everyone, and welcome back to WolfQuest, where we are here with the Fledge Pack, and winter is at hand. And it seems that winter is not the only thing here. Which pack is this? I think it might be, yeah, it's Lost River. All right, so they've got a few pups, a few yearlings. Yeah, this is a large pack. We're gonna have to be careful here. Oh my goodness, there are so freaking many of them. What the heck? What the heck? I'm not thrilled about this one. Definitely not thrilled about this one. It's at least hopefully going to be a little easier now that we are, now that we're not playing on Unforgiving, but then I say that and we immediately get a leg injury. I kind of am tempted to just take off and not fight this, you know? Maybe? Well, no, they are getting pretty scared of us, so that's good at least. Oh boy, yeah, we might want to fight some of the, or we might want to try to take out some of these guys. I know that seems to be our go-to result of most of these fights. Oh, some of the pups are getting a little bit lower. We gotta be careful of that. Get off of me. You are weakened. Oh, I can't bite you though. If any of them start really getting weakened, we might want to leave. And mostly, why are you eating our carcass? Get out of here. No, absolutely the frick not. If anybody starts getting severely weakened, we might want to consider leaving, but I would much rather win this fight if we can. And I think a lot of them are on the run, so I think we'll be all right. Oh gosh, some of the pups are low though. Well, this is gonna be an issue. Oh, get off of Kismet. No, both of you get off. The problem is they keep getting dogpiled, so I can attack one, and then the other's getting attacked. All right, careful. No, I don't want you going after Curlew. We might need to just kind of take a chill day here, to be honest. All things considered. Oh gosh. Yeah, nobody's like dying yet. But they definitely are, oh gosh. They definitely are being quite aggressive here. Come on, get out of here, get out of here. Oh my goodness. All right, these guys are going after 1000F here, who is limping. I think the pups are doing more biting than being bitten at this point, though. Get off. Who is it who's still not intimidated? Like, who is it here who's not intimidated still? Okay. And how many wolves does this pack have? Because this is large and intimidating. Okay, they do have 2 pack leaders, and one of them is you. I think that your days are numbered. This might be your end here. Oh my goodness, look how many of them are limping. Was there anybody else who was weaker? Actually, this is your other leader. He's even more hurt. Now this could, yeah. Oh shoot, they are going to turn around on us here. Maybe. Possibly? I don't know if any of them are actually going to be keen to come back here. Oh, they might. If we can kill this guy, though, I'm a little scared. Okay, yeah, I'm a little nervous that this could, because I don't want the pups getting jumped. Let's maybe, oh gosh. All right, we've scared him off again. Kismet is really going on the, they are just absolutely bodying 1401 here. I don't know how much health you have. Can we get in here and go on the attack? It's risky. See, my real fear is that if any of them turn around and start attacking the pups, this could be very bad. We just want to try to take this guy down quickly. Come on. He's dead. All right. Oh, and hopefully they will leave. I think they're mostly on the run. All right. I think we'll leave them be for now. It still scares me just how large that pack is, but I think trying to do more harm to them now would be a very bad idea, considering how weakened some of the pups are. Now, my other question is, how is the territory doing? Because that might dictate what we have to do today. I've got half a mind to just go back to our carcass here and try to sleep this off when we have food, but if the territory is low enough. Territory's mostly alright. I think we're gonna do that, you guys. We've already played a little bit risky, and I know we're not on Unforgiving now, but considering how much damage the pups took in this fight, I'm not keen to put them to the test with a hunt right now. All right. Thankfully, after a couple of sleeps here, the pups are in much, much better shape. I think we'll be fine to head out and mark the territory. I don't know if we really need to worry about hunting right now, because we do have some experience we need to get up. We definitely want to make sure that these guys do continue to hunt, but... Well, you know, actually maybe we will. I think we will look for a hunt because this carcass is about done, and even though we won't need it for today, we will probably want to have it in the future. But what I'm more concerned about right now is this territory, because we do have a chunk of it that is starting to decay. I'm glad it was so well marked so that we could do that, because that got a little dicey there for a second. Oh, that's less than ideal. We ran across this elk herd here, and I was hoping they wouldn't run into stranger wolf territory, but it would seem that they have. Hopefully we can get a quick hunt in here, though. That's just a dispersal, I think. We keep running into dispersals that keep getting mad at us and then going after us, but it's fine. We're just gonna mark this territory, but for now... I want to see if we can stop and do a brief hunt. Honestly, if we can chase these guys a little farther into our territory, I wouldn't complain about it either, because I think that'll be a little less likely to get us in trouble. But you know what? If an elk calf is going to drop here, that's fine. Ouch. You know, it's really nice to have that kick only do 55 damage and not like 150, which is what we've been getting. Oh gosh, though, please be careful, Curlew. I might have to actually go after this cow here a little bit, but we'll let the pups go on the attack. Oh, they're gonna start biting her. All right, cool. As long as she's not doing serious damage to them, this should be fine. Let's just get another bite in here. Our calf won't last that long anyway, so I guess it's a little bit easier for us to hang out here just for a second. Wow, they are really on the mother too, though, which is good for getting experience. But and she actually is quite weakened, but I don't think it's gonna be worth going after her over the calf, probably. Look at these guys. No, she's gonna run now. We'll let her go. we do not need that much food, but this will keep us fed for a little bit, and then we can probably come back here and maybe eat overnight as well. Another day, another dawn is here, and I actually had forgotten that there was a den over here, but we'll have to deal with that later because we've got company. Which pack is this? 1610, I think, is not from the same pack we saw last time. This would be Elevation again. All right. I think that's who attacked us. Yeah, Van Winkle is the one with the huge territory. Oh gosh. And speaking of territory, ours is decaying significantly, so we're going to want to deal with that. Now, I was going to say today we'll probably want to focus on getting the pups some experience, but at this point, this might be our experience. I would like to be able to speak, please. I'm too focused on the fight. Come on, get off of Puffin. As long as none of the pups get too hurt, they did do very well in the previous one. But just look how many wolves are here. Like, we are so outnumbered. This is little bit. It feels a little bit unfair. I'm really hoping that we can have the pups healed up again enough to do another hunt, though. Sorry, Lapwing, I was out of stamina there. This guy. This guy here might die. We want this guy to die. Just because he's looking a little bit weak there. We might get off of me. We might want to make a point here just a little bit if our stamina comes back enough. Nobody's super low, but my current plan, if we can get these guys chased off in adequate time, is to then be making sure that we're kind of doing what we did previously, because the pups actually got a fair amount of experience from that, it felt. Oh my goodness. And they are just tearing into... This guy's also extremely weak. I would not be staying in this fight if I were you, buddy. I think that's going to be one of the last things you ever do here. I don't know if we're going to end up killing both of them. Look at Quail go! Yeah, I think we ought to kill at least one, if not two of these guys, just to make sure that they get the point, keep their distance, and stop bothering us, because they're the other pack that has really been starting to get on our nerves. But yeah, what I was gonna say before we got so rudely interrupted is well, that did help. Kismet's actually at 100% experience, and the others are pretty close. It's mostly Puffin who needs more. And what happened last time where they were fighting the mother as well as the calf actually worked out really well, because then nobody was getting full-on whacked. It stayed pretty contained, it felt like. And that, I think, actually helped quite a bit. So we might want to do something similar. Oh, good. And I'm glad that Puffin is helping with the biting here, because that's also going to be a very good thing. Lapwing as well. Puffin again. Yeah, the pups are picking up the rather aggressive tendencies that this pack is developing. I don't intentionally shift all of my packs towards being more aggressive. It has just felt like kind of the most effective response in a lot of these cases, because if you do nothing, then they just kind of hang out and continue to cause problems in the future. So yeah, whittling down the numbers has made a little too much sense. We might, yeah, they're all victory howling already. We might go after one of these two here. I think 18-17 is a little weaker, just because, unfortunately for them, they messed with the wrong pack here. Oh, and Sequoia seems to agree. Let's see if we can bring her down as well, and hopefully then they will decide to leave us the frick alone, seeing as they had the vastly superior numbers in this case, and yet we have thoroughly trounced them here. All right, go ahead and howl now. I think we've got enough. I think we've got enough health left for a hunt. I do want to go find that den, because I think it's under one of the houses, and then we have some territory we should probably mark as well. But I also want to sniff around and see if we can find a proper elk herd, because I think that might help us finish off that last little bit of experience that we still need. Well, there is an elk herd somewhere nearby. That could be perfect. Oh, it's right here. It certainly wouldn't be our first time denning under a house if we decide to come back here. But yeah, I forgot that there was actually a den site in this area. Now that we've found it, though, let's see if we can go track down this elk herd. This is the Iolite herd, it looks like. Here we go, we've got another elk herd, and I think if we can just do what we did last time, we should be in a pretty good place. We do have to be a little bit careful, because some of the pups are a little bit lower. I think it's mostly Kismet and Curlew. Two of them are actually at 100% already, too. That'd be Kismet and Lapwing. So hopefully this will be enough to just finish off that last little bit of experience. I think we are getting pretty close to the end of winter, and the pups reaching 80 pounds. So this might be our final hunt of young hunters if we can pull it off. Of course, if we can get a good stumble too, that'll help a lot. And we might have our chance. This is a cow elk. She's pretty weak, and no, she got up and kept running. I thought we had her all the way down, but I guess she was just strong enough to be able to stand that. This is a problem. This is not great. What is happening here? Okay, we've got bison. We've got real big issues here. All right, I don't know if somebody took damage from that, but let's get everybody away and keep running. I did not even see that there were bison there. There's the elk that we had previously. Now the pups are a little bit lower in health, some of them. I might actually have probably... I want Puffin to get experience. I'm gonna have Kismet and Lapwing back off, I think, just because they do not need the experience, and so if they are weakened, they are throwing themselves in the line of fire and not getting anything out of it. I think the rest of the adult wolves will be able to handle the hunt fine. There she is. Ideally, we can get her isolated from the herd. That would be ideal. There's a couple others that have been going down, but yeah, they're already standing up again. No, Puffin! Puffin! Puffin, stop! Oh gosh. They are, I don't want them to actually chase her down. This is kind of a problem. Okay, I think they're coming back now. Good grief, Puffin. I want you to get experience, not die. Oh my goodness. This has ended up being a way more chaotic hunt than I was hoping, but I'm gonna see if we can stop her. Okay, yes, good. She is standing still, I think, and as long as we can keep someone on her front there and hopefully not let her kick Puffin really hard, that's my main fear. Keep her steady, keep her steady. Puffin, please be careful. Good grief. All right, I think we're fine. I don't know if that was quite enough experience. 9% health. No, Puffin needs a little bit more. We might have to do a little more hunting, but at the very least, we've got food, and I think we can rest for a little bit here. Let everybody kind of recover. Some of the territory is a little low, but we might just have to live with that for now. Oh, I forgot we would get that little notification. That's really cool. So yeah, you now have an actual notification for when pregnancy begins, which is nice because then you will know in relation to if you lose your mate, or I think if you don't have a mate at the time, it'll give you a notification about that as well. But now you know actually when that happens, and that makes sense because we are coming up on the end of Young Hunters here. And fortunately, I think everybody's feeling quite a bit better. The territory, however, is very much not, and we definitely have some experience that Puffin needs to gain here. So let's set out and do some marking, and then maybe we'll see if we can find something else for him to go after so that he can get that last little bit of experience. You know what? That actually might end up being perfect. All right, this is all the way on the other side of the territory, unfortunately, but I think we're just gonna head back that way because we do not want them whittling away at things either. Hopefully they're not too strong right now. I think this is gonna be probably... Would it be... Lost River? It's probably Lost River. I clicked everything but the map. Yeah, I think it's probably going to be Lost River. Do they have a pack leader again? They do. Did they have one before? No, it's Elevation that didn't have any, so that makes sense. All right, well, we can fix that if that continues to be an issue. We'll see what happens when we get there. Alright, this has been a heck of a run, but we're about here. It looks like they're not too far ahead, and hopefully they're not too large in number. I think we have killed off several members of the pack, so they will hopefully not be as forceful as they have been in the past, but they may still have several wolves, so this could be a little bit dicey. I'm just hoping that Puffin will get his last little bit of experience that he still needs to get here. So that we can wrap that up because we are so close to the end. He just needs a little more chance to prove himself and test his skills. I gotta be close, right? I think they gotta be somewhere in the middle of this territory, which is not surprising. They usually go for the outermost hexes, it feels like. Well, I mean, they'll always be on the outer edge, but like they'll often go for the ones that are like in corners where they've got a lot of territory against it, I've noticed, and they think they can just nibble away at what you've got. Here we go. All right. Oh gosh. All right. They are numerous indeed. Kismet going right in to attack the one I was just looking at here. And Puffin is getting some attacks in, so that's a very good thing. My gosh, Kismet is kind of vicious. Every time I turn around, he's biting something, it feels like. Oh, we gotta watch Lapwing here. If anybody gets weakened, usually if you go for at least one kill, it does help keep the numbers down a little bit. But that said, I don't know if they're going to be able to have pups this year, considering that I don't think they have a female leader, and we already got the notification that Sequoia is pregnant, so it might be that they just aren't going to have any pups. We are hurting for stamina. That is the thing about Crow. He does not much have stamina. That is the downside of him being a runt. It doesn't always end up shooting us in the foot, but there are definitely times when I can feel it. He's just not got the most stamina of our wolves, that is for sure. These guys are good. Puffin running in, getting some bites here. That's good. We like to see him getting some practice in combat. I'm feeling all right about this fight. I don't think that it's going to be as scary as the other ones have been, hopefully. Are you? Which one is the pack leader? It is 34, so this one's just a subordinate here. Are you weakened? How much health do you have? You don't have much of a tail. Oh no, you do. You just had it tucked. Is there anyone here who's weak? Maybe 16. Maybe you. Yeah, Kismet seems to agree. Good grief, I can't even find a bite. Oh no, I was locked on Kismet. I was like, I can't even find a bite point because there's so many of them biting. But yeah, I think with everybody going after her here, she's not going to stand too much of a chance. Definitely hoping that Puffin will keep running into help here, because the more experience that he's getting, the better. That's going to be very, very important. Oh, it looks like they've turned again, so they are potentially going to start fighting back. You always got to watch that, because it is possible for them to turn around and come after you quite strongly when you do this. And if you're not prepared for that, then that's when it's especially easy to lose a pack mate. But I think we've almost got her down here. They are looking to be on the run once more. Just a few more bites should do it, and then we probably ought to go see if we can find something to hunt. Just so that Pelican can get that last little bit of experience that he needs. Oh, Quail and Curlew running in to help. That's going to be big, because that gave us the chance to get some stamina back. Sunflower is helping, and there we go. We've got the kill. This pack, if they're not having pups, will probably not be huge next year, especially because we'll be dealing with subordinates and yearlings rather than yearlings and young hunters in our own pack. But nevertheless, a smaller pack is going to be more manageable anyway. Okay, lots happening here. We've got a dispersal wolf, it looks like. We've got some scent posts to mark right here. Hopefully that actually went through. And we've got an elk herd. So I'm just going to snag these real fast before we scare these guys away. Right here. Is this going to be too close? Yeah, we're gonna have to focus on the fight. All right, fair enough. Let's see if we can get these guys on the run. I was hoping we could get all of the territory marked, but it's fine. We won't worry too much about it. Now, if someone wants to drop, we've got the dispersal wolf running in the middle of them as well. If someone, oh, are you weakened? Oh, you've got a calf. Okay, I was like, what's going on here? If somebody wants to drop though, that'd be great anytime now. That's a little less than ideal. We probably ought to turn these guys around before they run too deep into stranger territory, although we did just chase this pack off, so my hope is that they're not going to be too bothered and not too concerned about trying to chase us off. Let's get them back in the territory. Is this the right way? Yeah, a little further would probably be better. A little more this way. There we go. That should be a better trajectory. Oh, somebody's down. Is it? I think it's a cow. No, it is a calf. All right. Well, let's see. Here's the mother. As long as we can keep her off the pups. Oh, all right. Well, we got our we got the experience that we need. A little nervous about Kismet here, so I'm just gonna keep biting, and there we go. We'll let her leave. Hopefully she doesn't wallop anyone. No, let her go. We're done. You don't have to worry about this anymore. We're good. And there we go. Let's let these guys eat as we do a rally, and that is year 2 of Young Hunters complete. Thankfully, despite a few close shaves, all of the pups are alive and well, so that's a very good thing, especially after the tragedy that struck in the first litter, where we did end up losing one of the pups rather unfortunately. But I think that's where we're gonna have to wrap this up here for the day, because we finished off the quest. So next time we'll be really seeing how the Fledge Pack gets to establish itself, especially with the ongoing tensions with Lost River and rising tensions with the Elevation Pack. But we'll probably give it a little bit of a break until then. I'm not sure when we'll be back to the Fledge Pack. They're one of our more sporadic series, but fear not, I'm sure we'll see more of them in the future. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, this is Jay, over and out.